it is exactly 7 o'clock. We are met.
We are met. Cool. This is when we push record and away we go. When last we left our heroes, um,
We were all really pissed off about dinner with the.
yes, um, you all had just had a very interesting dinner with the Baron, um, and generally navigated it quite well. Uh, and you were all heading back toward your wagon at the what was later in the evening, um, and there had been some promises of a little bit of advance cash. You are expecting potentially um, a visit from um, everybody's everybody's favorite butler, Vaughn. um, yes, Vaughn Larkspur. Um, and um, you had just received somewhat of the bombshell of news that Sam's parents were well known enough to have been in the employ of the Baron, but have since gone missing or have stopped communicating. And that on top of the fact that um, the some ancient evils have been growing more bold in the world these days, and um, a rise in fiendish activity has sparked the interest of your now employer, who has signed you on to pick up where Sam's parents hopefully have not left off forever. And with
Character, I'm going to be super sad if you just off her parents.
just like that, done.
Just done.
I invited you to dinner just to tell you that your parents are dead. No. um. So, yes, you obviously have potentially some time this evening, um, and depending on how you wish to use that is up to you. The Baron had said that, as with many as with many an endeavor that he has sent people on, it would not surprise him if you might find some useful information in the library. And he had also mentioned various strange occurrences that had been happening around town. So, and generally, I think y'all probably had some bits of shopping and whatnot that you may or may not have wanted to do. So yes, the scene is set. The question is, what would you like to do next?
What time? It's after dinner, right?
It is currently after dinner. Unless you all feel like you have no business the rest of this evening, in which case, you know, you're welcome to have a long rest, and we can pick up in the morning.
What kind? Are there any? I mean, obviously, besides the library, is anything open besides like, taverns and that kind of thing?
I mean, it is. You might find the odd shop open, but it is probably late enough that that most commerce has wrapped up for the evening. People probably really making their way home, like making their way home for dinner and whatnot.
Actually, you know what? Does anyone else want to go get some real food?
Well, that sounds mighty
Sam-
fine, sugar.
Yes, please.
Sam, in her reverence, looks up from her mirrored sword that she's been staring at, trying to contemplate what's going on with her parents at the word food.
You hungry,
Uh,
Sam? For some actual food that's not gonna try to fly away from us.
Yeah, that. Mama always said, do not try to find people on an empty stomach. Yes.
Oh, she sounds wise. Okay. Let's go get some food.
I think
Cool.
she might have been telling Stacy that when I went off to go play, but the point still stands.
So, as you kind of make your way through town, you
Ooh. Are there any like street vendor carts for food?
for sure there are definitely street vendor carts for food.
What do we got?
Oh, good question. There are good man. I need the first thing, I'm sitting here and it's late enough at night that the first thing that comes to mind, of course, is there is definitely a there are definitely lots of good desserts, right? Like there's definitely an ice cream vendor, and there's probably somebody who has some kind of like, cake pop type thing.
No.
And there are this is when I'm sitting here trying to go, what is even remotely appropriate to be here.
Sausage.
Yes, there
Tacos.
Kebabs.
tacos. No.
Teriyaki. No,
You
those.
don't know that. Maybe the brethren brought tacos.
Tacos. That's true. There might be tacos.
Donors. Doner kebabs.
There's definitely some kind of sausage cart.
Takoyakis.
I feel like
I don't think they have refrigeration.
it's a magical city.
Yeah, it's a magical city. Okay.
There's always a taco food truck in every land, or a cabbage truck.
There's
Cabbage cart.
there's definitely a cart that has a bunch of different soups. There's sausage carts. There's probably something that we would associate as like Middle Eastern, though that would
Oh, there's Balik food.
yes, and yeah, what and kind of kind of all around the like main town square, you find a whole bunch of these food carts. There is also um, a tavern, and when you look at the sign, you feel like you have read it wrong every time that you read it, because the name of the tavern appears to be the Leg End.
Leg end.
Leg End.
Like the end of a leg, as in like where your foot is.
Yes, like
Or
the
your
end.
hip.
But when you look at the sign and you read it and you feel like that isn't what it should be saying, but that is what it says.
Oh, it's like you have like a psychological feeling.
Yes, because you feel like it should say legend.
Oh, as in, like, is there a space? Like, is there a space in the sign?
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. What
The leg spaced.
end? Yes.
Right.
Is it one of those spaces where it's like it's not a full space, but like it's definitely too far apart to be one word?
Yes, like I said, every time you read it, you feel like you're reading it wrong.
Their turning's off. Oh, someone who works in publishing.
No, I don't work in publishing, but I do design shit like physical products. And I hate when something that should be or could be centered isn't.
Nice.
Stand back, he's triggered.
I've been doing that shit all day today too.
Everyone get to a safety distance of 5 feet.
I'm gonna figure out how to use this magic sword. We're going to make a bunch of him, and he's just going to take out his anger on himself. Out of the way! This is out of character.
And this is how you create an army.
A rabid, feral rabbit army.
Didn't they make a video game out of this?
They made a whole
What?
series. It's called Rabbids.
The only way to stop them is
Anyway,
to go to a museum and tilt all the pictures slightly at an angle.
Oh, then you'll just piss everybody off.
Yeah.
But the rabbits will have a
Oh.
place to go to vent to bring out their anger.
All the judgment. Okay. Fynn is definitely down for sausage. So at some point, he has a sausage on a stick.
Yeah.
Sam
It's,
is always
Steak on
down
a
for
steak
me.
sounds amazing.
This is you know, this is street food. This is a couple coppers for anything. It is
Exactly.
yeah. Cool.
Steak on a steak.
And so y'all enjoy some street food. Anybody else have anything else that they're looking for this evening?
If we pass by the library, Sam is going to do something that Stacy never thought that she would do. She was going to walk up to the library and make sure of the hours of operation so she can get in there first thing. I'm reading.
Stacy in the background just sees her walking and gets the biggest smile of excitement, like, oh, it's a miracle.
As yes, you would probably be walking by the library on your way back. I mean, it's kind of also right there in the town square. So you would learn what Fynn had generally learned is that for the most part, the library doesn't really ever close, though they're not really very active in the overnight. Ladybugs are dropping on my head.
And he is free. Nothing's worrying me.
Yeah. So yes, I mean, you certainly could wander right in right now. There's like one or two scholars who are or docents who are on duty, just in case anybody wanders in. But it certainly is not like when most people would come visit the library. But they're basically open from after breakfast to the normal quote unquote hours after breakfast or till around dinner time.
We wouldn't really be getting any help right now, Sam.
I know, Fynn. I just wanted to make sure. And
Don't be
she
doing
eats
that.
her sausage.
Nom nom nom.
Before we get involved in this, I need to make sure that that I've got reagents. Not that I don't have faith in us, but if we're going against fiends, I want to make sure that I have reagents for revival.
Do you think, Fynn, that maybe we learn as much as we can and then we go shopping so we know what to buy?
Oh, no, I just need I just need to pick up some gems.
What?
Gems.
Cool.
Yes. Hang on.
I get to learn new magic skills. Stacy, did you know that they use magic gems?
I did read them in some books. I just never actually seen it in real life, and I'm very excited to learn some more spells.
Sam's ear and tail falls books.
Wait. Hang on. I need it's my brain blinked on the website real quick. There it is. I don't think it's a spell that you can actually take, Sam, unless you spend some time training in a different class. Like specifically maybe get some deity powers.
Yeah, that
Now,
sounds
hang
like
on.
reading.
I don't want her going after no spell daddy. I don't need her being a warlock. You understand? She could seriously
But
get her doing
Stacy,
that. No but.
I'll be fine. You always got my back.
I
There
do,
it
but I
is.
can't if it's against a deity. Unless that deity likes pie.
Everybody likes pie.
Well, some deities don't. Now, you gotta be really careful when playing with them deities. You remember what Mama said. Not
Don't go
everybody
chasing after things that are bigger than you.
Oh,
No,
that.
I was gonna say not everyone holding a card is gonna be an ace.
Yeah, I never understood that reference. But that's okay.
Stick to your reference, Sam. Don't go after something bigger than you. Unless it's the enemy, and they have your parents, which we're going after now. Or in the
Sam
morning.
whispers under her breath, even though I totally did, but it was my same size when I got big. He.
Let's see. Who can declare valid and artificer? Stacy, I don't think that this is a spell that you can learn either.
There's something in the library that I could learn. Even if it's not that spell, that's fine. I can learn pretty much a lot of spells from books, but...
Right. But, Sam, so for Revivify, which I can cast now, if someone's died in the last minute, I can return them to life.
Revivify. Got it.
Right. But it costs diamonds to do it, and it consumes them in dispel, as in they're gone. Each time.
Don't die. Copy.
Well,
L
yes.
I
Very
Don't
obvious.
die.
you.
That is preferred. Don't die. But in
There's
case
other
something
purposes
was-
for diamonds?
Yes, L. Just in
They were
case.
shiny and pretty and expensive.
Well, yes, but like this could be basically diamond gravel or diamond dust. It's just it has to total a certain amount's worth. It doesn't have to be like one big one.
Oh. Okay. So I can
Well,
still potentially
still a
sell the big
diamond.
ones, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, good. Okay.
I mean,
Noted. We'll keep lookout for shiny gems for Revivify. That
in my
that spell.
case, the Wanderer, you know, my God, sometimes he's a wee bit obsessed with numbers. So while he definitely would prefer the big shiny single rock, as long as the numbers total up, that's good enough.
Sam doesn't know math very well. Do you, May? Do you, Sam?
Sam doesn't math.
I
Sam
cut down
doesn't
one
have to
person,
worry
there's
about
one
it.
less enemy. I cut down one person, there's one less enemy. I cut down one person, there's no more enemies. I now have 0 enemies. I could do
long
math.
as long as the persons you're cutting down is the actual enemy and not your friends.
Most of the time,
And
she's
you're
pretty
not
fat.
adding 4 more cups of sugar or 4 more cups of baking soda in a 2-teaspoon requirement.
Oh dear. Maybe not so good at baking. But Sam doesn't have to be the one doing the math for the diamonds. That's me.
That helps. Oh yeah, I'm glad that we ran into you, Fynn.
Yeah, I don't think even I don't think even Phil can cast that one.
No, I don't think he does much other than plant seeds everywhere. I'm kind of worried about his mental well-being. But that's okay.
You
He
know,
hasn't stabbed us in the back yet, so.
a lot of old you could say that you're not entirely sure about the mental well-being of a lot of bards of his age.
Ain't that the truth?
Anyway, we can just do that quick in the morning, and we can hit the library. We're definitely not going in any secret passageways or anything until we're absolutely certain and
Okay.
prepared.
Okay.
Can we please agree on that? Sam?
Yeah.
What? I'm trying to. Yeah, sure. Okay.
Sam?
She was looking at the shiny. Yes, Fynn?
If you
will
find a
Mhm.
secret passageway tomorrow, what you gonna
Mhm.
do?
I will investigate it for the rest of the group and circle back to make
No.
sure that it's safe.
No! No, you won't. You're going to make note of where it is and find someone else and show them. And then nobody's going in it until we're all ready.
Okay. Darn.
Good girl.
Otherwise, we have to ask the Baron to help us get a new warrior so we can go find you and your parents.
You make a good point. Okay, I promise not to go into the cool passageways that I may or may not find in the library.
There
I
you go.
promise.
That's not good.
Mm,
Sam's actually really good at keeping her word, especially if I reward her. And she unzips a secret pocket in her apron that has little bits of beef jerky and tosses it up to Sam.
me, yes,
But
yes.
does
Sam
Sam
wants a
actually
Scooby snack.
Or does it like do the thing where it lands like on her forehead?
Yes. She places it on Sam's nose and says, "Now wait." Okay.
There.
Oy,
Now she
oy.
I will
won't.
absolutely
now she'll
allow this.
actually- Now she won't go into any mysterious holes without her purpose, without letting me know, right?
Crunch, crunch.
Okay. I don't think there's really anything. I mean, Elle, do you need anything?
You guys have magic?
What do you think we're gonna do? What do you think the fireball?
I didn't know where all of her pies came from.
Not the light, the fireball.
Wait, you don't have magic? I even have cure wounds. I can only use it once, but I still have it.
The only thing I can do is clean stuff.
And I thank you very much, and so does my armor.
Was
I
Elle-
had no idea. I had no idea you could even bring the dead back.
So that means we gotta get 2 crystals. 2 gems,
Diamonds,
3 gems.
not crystals. Diamonds. And they don't have to be big ones. They don't have to be big ones. We can do lots of little ones.
Fynn just sort of has this shocked look as he is processing how rinky-dink of a hick town that these kids are from. That like the lack of exposure to magic.
The back 40 acres, I had to work with mom and dad every day.
Like Fynn
And
is just like Fynn lives in the fucking has spent a good chunk of his life living in the fucking woods. Except it was with a bunch of other mystic druids. So like Fynn lives in the woods. And he's had one more magic exposure before he went out and actually started like traveling for his research. And he's just like, what the hell?
Well, Stacy
Mom
only knows
is-
magic because her mom taught her magic with bugs.
Yes.
My mom and dad
Right.
didn't want me exposed to any of that.
No. So
We weren't friends when we were growing up.
I'm
Yeah.
explaining like
Yeah, and I
Fynn
never
thought
told my mom
something.
and dad anything about what you were doing.
Okay. Hey, Elle, you know how you can also make fire?
Oh, with my cleaning spell?
Yeah. Guess what? That's magic.
Yeah, I haven't done that a whole lot.
Okay.
Mom and dad did not approve.
He did
Okay,
that once when we were out searching for berries. We didn't bring home many berries.
Mom and dad
We
did
did,
not.
however, have an excuse on why the bushes were burned.
You did it when we were in that temple of that plant to try to eat everyone.
Yeah, I keep doing the cleaning thing because it's the one thing I can do, and I still don't feel good about it because mom and dad
No,
didn't like
you lit things on fire.
once.
Okay. So there's actually a bunch of stuff, little things, little useful things you can do with that spell. Maybe tomorrow, while you're poking around.
Are you saying I'm
Well,
allowed to do this thing?
What? Yes. Your parents aren't here, and nobody else cares as long as you're not setting things on fire, like, you know, that belong to other people.
The library. Don't set the library on fire.
Please don't set the
Okay.
library on fire.
Okay.
Like, don't set the library on fire. Like, be responsible like you would with matches. But you're completely allowed to use that when it would be useful. If you would use a match, you can use the spell.
Okay.
What I was going to say was tomorrow, while we're, reading true books and trying to see what we can find and asking to librarians and stuff and finding out what happened to Sam's parents, who I guess we last knew they were in the library, you could read about what people can do with your cleaning spell. That's called prestidigitation. You can do a bunch of things with it.
That sounds great.
I mean,
That's
technically,
really the only thing that I know how to do.
And Sam thought she couldn't pronounce revivify.
my character. Hey, Alex.
Yeah.
Does Phil have prestidigitation?
Probably. I can look. Standby caller.
I think I remember him setting stuff on fire.
I think so as well.
What the heck game is this?
I mean, there are other
Beast
cantrips you can use to set stuff on fire. I specifically don't have them for in-character reasons, but that's why I don't have Druidcraft.
Phil.
Well, that's part of why I honestly don't feel like I need it.
Where do spells? Yes, he
Because
totally,
the most useful
totally
part of
has.
Druidcraft is setting things on fire.
He totally
he
has
has
prestidigitation.
You could also ask Phil to show you the other things you can do with it.
Maybe Phil's training would not.
Maybe Phil's training would help me with my prestidigitation.
Sorry.
Hero training, yeah, sure. So, but yes, you can. That's magic, and you can cast it whenever you think it might be convenient or helpful. That's normal. All those things I do.
Tomorrow, when we go to the library, I'm going to read about this spell.
Great. Do you remember what it's called?
Prestidigitation?
Right.
Yeah.
It's okay. I struggle with that word too.
Everything I do, unless I'm, hitting people with a stick or throwing rocks, that's magic.
I was kind of wondering how you were doing all that fun, fancy stuff.
With the runes and all that. Yeah, that's magic. I get it from the Wanderer, from Virasta. Other people get magic in other ways. Sam learned it through books from her mom. Not Sam, Stacy. Sorry. Stacy is what they call a wizard. She learns from books, and she gets her powers from components.
Study and components.
Right, from study and using the magic just inherently inside the components she uses for the spells. I don't need them because Virasta powers my magic.
That sounds cool.
Well, yes. If you can connect to a source of magical power, you have access to spells. Or you spend a lot of time studying and practicing, and it's almost sort of like a science, except it's magic science.
That way sounds hard and like it's going to take a long time.
Yes, but my way was hard and took a long time too. The gaining magic through the deities, if you use it as a shortcut, can be dangerous the way the shortcuts are.
That sounds kind of scary.
Not that bad. I mean, my mom was a healer, and I mean, sure, she was only able to teach me enough to cure wounds only once, but it's possible. She was really, really mad when I said I wanted to learn more, though.
For now, I just want to stick to my cleaning spell and stabbing bad peoples.
That's completely reasonable. And being sneaky, you're real good at being sneaky.
I'm good at sneaking.
All right.
Too, when he wanted to hang with us.
That's okay. Sometimes you need someone to be sneaky in your party. So, does anyone want to do anything else tonight before we go, and settle down for the night?
I think the faster we get to bed, the faster we can wake up in the morning and go to the library.
Agreed.
Get a nice early start on the day. And I don't know where Phil went, but we'll let him do his thing.
Yeah. So you finish up your wander back to your wagon. Now with full bellies and something a little bit more familiar food-wise, everybody's feeling a little bit better. And you all can take a long rest.
Oh, halfway through the long rest, Stacy walks over to Sam.
Okay, I don't feel nearly as bad at forgetting you two mixed up anymore.
You did this.
Why do we always get ourselves mixed up? Why? How do we do this?
He did it.
It happens. It happens in Gemini too.
It happens everywhere.
It's splendid. It's too late now.
Did you know you...
Anyway, Stacy gets up.
Stacy gets up, goes over to Sam, and scratches her ears and pulls out what is it? A whipped cream top, or hold on. It's Juju. A canine. Oh. It's a chocolate pie that's safe for dogs.
Oh, so it's a carob pie.
Yes, it's a carob pie with whipping on top saying, "I'm sorry I said you were bad at math." And and goes back to bed, so that way Sam can just wake up next to the pie and not know where it came from.
Oh, you guys are so cute.
I will say that Sam immediately goes from having a nightmare and kicking in her sleep to kind of smelling the pie and licking it in her sleep. So there will be no pie when she wakes up, but she's going to have a wonderful taste of chocolate in her mouth through the day and wonder where it come from.
Adorable.
Cool. The morning comes and you all are those of you that are not necessarily early risers might be awakened by a knock at the door. I have nothing to knock on. That you probably can't hear anyway.
I
heard.
Oh, great, cool, love it.
Yeah, that's enough knocking, please. You guys are gonna set my dogs off.
Oh,
In
sorry.
fact, there's Boo.
There's one.
Knocking upstairs.
Okay, Boo. Thank you. Thanks.
Sorry.
Love you.
I could ring the doorbell.
I will murder you. I will fly.
Hang on, is there a soundbite for that?
I will buy
the murder part of the doorbell.
The doorbell.
Tickets to Vegas are cheaper.
As long as
Yes, they are. Come on over.
as long as the doorbell is followed by "Hello, my name is Elder Price."
I'm sorry, we belong to a
Pizza.
different religion.
Yes. Hey, we got our "This Is the Place" reference in last night.
Right.
Anyway, a knock at the door. Yeah.
Is anyone up? Is anyone like an early riser?
Stacy
Fynn is not.
No,
Stacy-
we've pretty much established Sam is not. Every bunch of intention, but no.
Did you say Stacy is?
No, I
Yeah,
said Sam.
No, but Stacy said Stacy isn't.
Okay, so not Fynn, not Sam, not Stacy. What about Elle?
What?
No, Stacy
Uh,
is an early riser.
Is
El-
an early-
Okay.
Elle's probably an early riser,
Okay, cool.
especially like going to go to the library today.
Right.
Every
Stacy's
group has to have that one party member. I volunteer
Stacy's
as tribute.
Stacy's probably up baking, right? Like that's what she
That's
does.
exactly what she's doing, right?
So
Right.
Probably
I
used
mean,
to having to get up early to
presumably-
go work the fields.
Right. So Fynn, it's the night before, told someone to get him up after they had gotten up and gotten dressed and stuff. So he is awake, but he is not happy about it.
so
So the knock happens, and he just glares at the door and lets out just the deepest rumble.
I would imagine either Elle or Stacy probably goes to the door.
Elle's gonna go to the door.
Stacy
And
is making cinnamon French toast pies.
God, yes.
when you
Sam
open,
is-
go ahead.
Sorry. Sam is instantly awake with Finn's growl and is alert. What happened? Where did that come from?
And Elle opens the door and is
Just a little
greeted
bit.
by Vaughn standing in the doorway again.
Elle's posture, to anybody who's looking at Elle at the door, sees Elle's posture immediately go from "I'm super happy and going to the library today" to "Oh,
It's you.
And Vaughn just looks up and says, "Good day, sir. My master bid me bring you these things." And he hands you a coin purse with the advance that you all were promised, which, if I recall correctly, was 1,000 gold each. And he says, and he hands you a seed, and he says, "This is for the goat." And then he turns and leaves.
Elle's gonna shut the door."
Who the heck was that?
It was what's his face. Here's our advance, though, guys, and hands each of
Fynn,
them their
like,
1,000 gold piece
sniffs the
pouch.
air- Fynn sniffs the air and, putting the dots together because, well, they got their advance money. Oh, it's that asshouse buffalo.
That's what I said. I thought. He didn't seem important enough for me to remember his name. I didn't like him.
He slapped Kevin. Or shit. He slapped Alex the Fox. Speaking of
Yeah.
We're gonna have to find a way to write Alex out of the story, I guess.
which, I mean, so did he talk to you about his backstory, Alex?
Yes,
His
yes,
backstory seems like an excellent opportunity, like an excellent way to keep him like out for a while.
yes.
Like he needs to be in hiding or something.
Yeah. I mean, I guess ultimately at this point, you know, for those of you who were not in the loop, um, Kevin, for personal reasons, has stepped away from this game. We have extended an open invitation anytime he feels like he would like to rejoin.
It sounds like the same kind of thing that's the reason that you guys had to stop your other campaign.
Yes.
Poor guy.
So, for the purposes of the story, then,
do we wake up to find him gone?
You wake up to find that Alex has disappeared. Although, based on how some of you may recall the Baron talking to him about some of his past, you seem to get the impression that, one, he may have owed more money than he thought that he could come up with, and you kind of piece together that maybe he was looking to get away from something else, hence hooking up with you guys to come up this way. So, while somewhat disappointed, it doesn't feel terribly surprising.
Do we still get his money?
Yes, there is. I guess there is an extra 1,000 gold there for.
I'll hold on to that.
Sam, can you be a sugar and hold on to my coins for me? My hands are just deep, elbows deep in flour.
Yeah, I got it. And Sam grabs the coin and puts it safely right next to hers.
Okay.
Yeah. So
whatever this world's equivalent of coffee is, Fynn is having some of that.
This world has coffee. There's a
excellent.
whole like thing in the book about how
the equivalent of coffee is coffee.
how like the jackals have spent all of this time trying to like perfect coffee.
Great. I came up with cocaine on accident, and there was a whole new problem.
As an excellent example of no, you don't actually have to read everything. Clearly, I didn't read that shit.
Yeah.
You read the important parts, like everything else. Who cares about the itty bitty little paragraph of food in a giant source book that has much more information?
I mean, what even part was that in, Alex?
It is in hold on. It is definitely in some section about the jackals.
Okay. Well, I mean, I kind of only skimmed that because, like, it's not a race that we have access to at the moment.
So let's see. Yeah. Oh, okay. So first of all, coffee is referenced throughout the book. Apparently, there are 25 references to coffee in the book.
Whatever.
But the so apparently coffee was like is considered one of the jackal's greatest gifts to the world.
Roll.
Yeah. Through crossbreeding and a little bit of nature magic, jackals created a coffee plant that would thrive in the conditions of the Bluebell Valley. When roasted, the beans of this bluebell nip have a distinctive minty aroma. Ooh, they made mint coffee.
Ooh.
Got it. So the jackals are Cuban elves.
Apparently.
I'm sorry, not Cuban. Colombian elves.
The jackals are just weird.
In any event, yes, it would probably actually not be surprising to find a coffee shop in the town.
Okay, great. Yeah, Fynn has coffee. He literally went outside and paid someone to bring him coffee. You know, found like the typical city like street running urchin who like does errands and shit. Fetches things.
You there. I'll give you a silver to go buy me a cup of coffee.
It wouldn't be a silver, but yes.
You want it fast and hot?
I just hate to be that Debbie Downer, but we do have coffee right here. Points to the coffee maker.
Would we?
This is the hotel room.
I mean,
why are we in a hotel room? Why aren't we in our wagon?
You're in your wagon.
I thought we were in our wagon.
I thought
I don't think we have a coffee maker.
I mean, it wouldn't.
Remember, we're at this world's version of a KOA.
It wouldn't, like, it wouldn't be terribly out of the question for them to have something along the lines of like a pour over type device.
Okay.
Yeah, like
I wasn't sure.
I don't based on how common it seems that coffee would be in this world. I would imagine it would not be out of the question to have.
Okay.
Be that poor kid on the street. Go get or have him bring you an espresso.
Regardless, there is coffee happening.
Yes. Yes, if you want your beans roasted in the heart of a fire elemental, it's a different story. So, although this might be the town to get that.
Probably.
So, everybody enjoys some home cooked breakfast, some local coffee, and the day the town starts coming to life as the day kicks off, and everybody feels a little better with some rest, and I assume, unless you have other plans, that you're heading off to find a magic shop, which you don't think will be terribly hard in this city.
Why a magic?
Or some place. So sure, a jeweler, or yes, some place to buy reagents.
Presumably that's who would have gemstones. In a magic city.
Yes. So you head off into town, and it is not too difficult to find a jeweler, and also.
Did anyone go with him?
Well.
Yeah.
Are you all trooping off together?
Yes.
Yes.
At least I am.
I should not presume to troop you off all together.
Yeah.
Okay.
The next stop is going to be the library, of course.
Cool.
Stacy
So
hands Sam the pie as they're heading out as her breakfast.
and
Pie, happy pie for me. Breakfast pie is the best because it's from Stacy.
Sam is multiclassing as a bard.
Okay, but making Rachel do like rhyming little ditties every time she wanted to like cast would be hilarious.
Challenge accepted. Challenge accepted. If I had to make a rhyme every time I wanted to cast something as a bard, challenge accepted.
I like it.
Dr. Seuss it. Got it.
Yeah, so you're able to find their jewelry shop, along with as you make your way through town, you notice that there is a shop that that seems to specialize in other arcane reagents, as well as a potion shop, and there are there's what seems to be some kind of Sears shop. Sear as in Seer, not Sears the company. Not Sears and Roebuck. Yeah, and otherwise, it is a normal morning. People are out and about. Yeah.
As they pass the reagent shop, Fynn looks thoughtful and is like, Stacy, do you need any reagents?
What's a reagent?
Spell components.
Yes, I need
spell
magic
components.
rings. I need magic rings.
No. Okay, Robin.
Like the material components of spells.
Yeah. So wizards don't have access to magic via deities. So wizards cast spells using components. So,
which, if you're looking, yeah, for the most part,
anytime the spell in the spell book, it'll say like necessary whatever, and it'll have like a V or an S or an M. M means material components. So like fireball uses like bat guano. Wizards classically have to have spell components.
Can I not?
It is.
No.
I mean, yes, there are ways you cannot on account of like having magical focus and whatnot. So yes.
Don't you have to have a deity to have a magical focus?
I don't think not necessarily.
But I don't have a lot of stuff.
There, I mean, the other. I mean, generally, the sorry, for me personally, and running the game, right? A lot of the less expensive, yes, I don't need a 300 GP diamond to do this spell. It is often, it is one of those. This is assumed that we are going to spend some money picking up a few
like
things.
arrows.
Yes, it's like arrows. Yes. So no. I guess ultimately what I'm trying to say is like, don't fret over the small stuff.
So the answer is she doesn't need any because she has them.
Correct.
Okay, good. Then.
But for the purpose of saying, hey, if we're looking to create a moment to like, hey, we need to do some shopping to make sure that we can do the things that we like to do.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Fynn was just checking on her.
Yes.
Oh. Well, it would be nice to have some magic rings, but other than that, I'm quite fine. But thank you. That is very sweet.
Well, I think that's more probably an enchanter's shop, but we could ask the jeweler if they have anything, since we are, in the magic district.
Well, I guess I could update my magic staff.
Cool.
I sent the item request finally
Oh,
to your personal DM.
Yeah.
If you think it might be available here, absolutely. If not, then that's also cool.
oh.
Poor
It is an item
Sam.
she cannot. It's an item that she can live without.
Looking at that dragon armor and being like, "Oh, I can't afford that." Boo, honey bone, what are you looking for over here, baby? Hi, what's up? The mom's dog is doing that thing where there's something that is just out of reach.
Oh.
She is plastering herself on the floor, trying to get as small as possible to get under his powered armchair, the kind, that lifts so that old people can get out of their chair, and she cannot reach it. Oh my goodness. Okay, sweetheart. I will move some things so you can get in.
It is certainly the kind of thing that you might be able to find around town. So it is certainly something, if you're interested in looking, that you can look for.
Well, if it'll be quick, I'm just gonna step in to the jewelers. So
Alright.
I didn't want to go to the library.
So you step into the jeweler's shop, and there the shopkeep is a middle-aged male mole. Not to be somewhat stereotypical about, finding gemstones or whatnot. And he comes, hearing you come in, he comes out. What can I do for you today, sir?
So Alex,
Yes.
what's the inside? Well, actually, hey y'all, did anybody else follow him in?
Stacy did. She's gonna find the staff of magi, of the magic, of the magi.
Magi. That word is magi.
Thank you.
Okay, so what's the inside of the shop look like?
So this a very clean, fairly typical kind of jewelry store. He's got some like a main counter in the middle of the store with some items on display in cases, and some he has like some tall display cases along the walls with like cut geodes and pieces, some lots of
Do you want me to feed her? Like specimens?
Yeah, like specimens, and then
Cool rock.
yeah, cool rocks,
Like one of
and
those incense shops that you see in the mall.
maybe
Better
better than that.
Everywhere.
It's not like walking into Tiffany's. It's not like diamonds everywhere.
You guys know
it's
that.
More like walking into a small shop in a gym show.
Yeah.
Have you guys not been into any of those really interesting extra special crystal places?
Oh yes.
Oh yes,
Make it
completely different vibe from a gym show, where they're
Yeah.
selling
Right.
Okay.
rocks, and
Right.
sometimes very expensive.
We have a
rocks.
weird cool hippie shop that has at the market. We have a weird cool hippie shop that also sells crystals, and we have an actual crystal shop, like a gem shop
Yeah.
that sells
This.
mineral specimens
Yeah.
Right.
and like gemstone jewelry that's funky and different, and like loose gemstones. So yes, fully aware. Alex does not mean a hippie shop. Alex
No,
means
no.
the kind of shop that has like really, really nice, expensive mineral specimens and like loose gemstones ready to be made into jewelry.
Yes.
These rocks are expensive because of what the rock is, not the hyped up spiritual mumbo jumbo BS.
Ooh, not its aura.
Yeah.
Shiny.
So okay, cool. Yes. So there's shiny stuff in display cases.
Yes.
I remember letting you in the door with me, Boo. Hey, you can't have that yet. She followed me into where the food is. So while they're like, ooh, shiny, Fynn, approaches, and he's like, yes, I need for reagents, mind you, not for jewelry purposes. So any quality is fine. I need to buy diamonds for spell reagents.
Ah.
So like dust or gravel is fine as long as you have enough of it, or can at least I can buy some, and then you could maybe direct me to someone else who might have enough to make up the rest. Come on, big man.
Well, I have just finished a few jobs that were
Good boy.
of for a client making some pieces out of diamond. So I do have a bit of diamond dust that I've been holding on to that I would certainly be happy to sell you.
That would be great. How much of it do you have? Like how much, value-wise, how much do you want to sell?
So he wanders out to the back of the shop, and you hear him kind of clunking around for a little bit, and he comes back with a leather pouch, kind of like a coin purse, and he pulls he opens it up on the counter, and he says, I think that that what I have here is probably roughly the same weight as about a diamond that's worth about 400 gold. And if you pick up the bag, it is a fairly significant weight of diamond dust there. Alex has no idea about what carat, how that translates to anything in normal.
He's never needed to cast Revivify before. He's never had the means to carry that much diamond dust on him before. Unless someone else speaks up, he's like, well, this seems like a nice quite a bit. Yes. Yes, I think this will work for me. Thank you.
We'll do 100 gold.
Well,
uh,
I mean, while I do understand that, or rather, while this may not look like the most useful bits of diamond, there are certainly plenty of people who would pay top dollar for some of this product. So I might be able to cut you a little bit of a deal. Go ahead and roll persuasion. First dice roll of the session.
And oh fuck!
What'd you get?
Give me a second. Let me post the photo.
I was
right channel.
explicitly not having Fynn help because he does not have good charisma.
In-game chat is where I'm gonna post it. Because if I just say it, you're not gonna believe it.
Oh my god, my hex worked. I went zooming past
Nat
his
20.
door and I went 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. It worked.
She's a hex spell. I'm just gonna put a spell on you.
So
Uh,
that is
fully understand that
You also-
I'm sure eventually you would get somebody who could pay top dollar. But we're here now and we're willing to pay right now.
And he looks at you and he says,
Fynn holds up a paw and is like, what'd you take to?
two
Oh,
like
so, like,
100. No, not two. No, like 200.
Elle is just gonna put his hand on Finn's arm and just like,
the mole looks at the two of you and says, 200 I can do.
Well, I mean, it's not. You said it's the weight of a diamond that as a whole would be worth 400. And the bigger it is, the more valuable it is. I do know that.
That is
why
true.
I offered 100.
And he turns and hisses at Elle. He's like, that just seems like a low offer.
I was going to tip him.
Or you could just pay a fair amount.
Or I can pay an actual fair amount and then tip him for his kindness that he wouldn't have to pay taxes on. Mom and Dad didn't teach me about magic. They taught me about taxes and making money.
In the real world.
The
Learn
mole
that shit on the streets, yo.
the mole looks at the two of you and 200 is
The woods most of the time. I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
It seems like the same to me.
200 is fair. I can part with it for that. Certainly, if you have future business, I'd be happy to try to help you out there.
Thank you. Hopefully I won't ever need more diamond dust. But because I'm sure that he's aware that it's primarily used for revivify. He's in a magic city. The mole, I mean. But I believe my companion was looking for magic rings. Do you sell enchanted jewelry?
I don't have. I don't do, or rather, I can't make enchanted jewelry, though I certainly can make pieces that have been taken to more magical friends for enchanting, or people have brought me some materials that I've used to make that already possessed the properties that made them useful to the owners.
Oh, now that's an idea. Okay. So, see, Stacy, instead of just buying it, already enchanted, if you wanted, what you could do is you could buy something from him that you like, and then take it and get it enchanted. Have the spell put on it.
I see. I wonder what over here would look fascinating. Let's see. What kind? I was there and I was looking at it, but I was looking at stats. No, hold on.
No,
as you look
I
around
don't think he has weapons.
as you look around the shop, you can see that yes, there are. He has some finished pieces, but it
Can you go lie down, please?
it appears that he does primarily a lot of custom work, commissioned pieces. The pieces that he has on display are very much for sale, but he has a lot of information around about custom commissions, and what he's showing are like the raw materials and his workmanship, right?
He does expensive shit.
Yeah.
Well, I would like to have a ring of dingy summoning.
Dingy. that is the
Yeah,
ring.
wow.
The ring. That's the ring. The ring that summons dusty old people.
I mean, how do you make that work, Alex?
What? Sorry, I'd have to actually look up what it is.
She means gin.
Oh,
Summon a
gin.
particular-
Oh. Ah.
I
Gin.
feel like she would use this to help her with pies.
This is one of those, like, this is, sorry, now taking a pause to talk about the table for a minute. I'm sure, well, one, I'm sure that there's a way to reflavor something like this. I think this is where I feel like it is generally somewhat important. Like, I am totally happy to find, to be like, okay, here's a magic item that has come directly from canonical source material, right? But
like the vine of whatever.
Yeah. Well, but even from D&D source, like, from typical D&D source material, the like, there's always a way to kind of reflavor stuff to make it make sense.
Sure.
It is more about the I just want to understand how you justify as a character knowing that such a thing exists, right? Like,
that's a good question.
Well,
right.
she has. Okay. How she would know how it exists? Well, she knows about it through books
and she knows about it through she has a spell. It's called Unseen Servant. Sometimes she casts it to help her bake when no one else is around. And sometimes they were just like, I'm just so glad I'm not a dingy or a genie.
A genie. It is a genie. Yeah. Wow. Where is
So
I mean, yes, I think there is a world where something like this, again, above the table, I think that there is a world where
It could
yeah,
be flavor appropriate.
it could be flavored appropriately. So
that, or it's like, she doesn't have one. Like oh, I know how I can make this in. Her dad has this ring. Her dad has a ring similar to it, and he uses it as a servant to bake the pies for the bakery.
cool. So
As like an employee.
yeah. So then to kind of tie us all back together, our mole friend certainly can make so if you start asking our mole friend, who none of you have asked his name, about or rather you've asked about, in general it has been asked about making a magic item in particular, and he's told you he is not capable of making something magical or turning something mundane magical. So he would either need you to bring him the magical thing to start with, or he can make you a piece of jewelry that you could take to somebody that might be able to imbue it with magic.
Okay. And how do we go about use? First of all, what is your name, shopkeep?
I am Mortimer Stonesunder.
Well, Mortimer, I'm sure you're quite busy here. Do you usually get help around these parts?
I mean, I have an apprentice who's been learning the art and the trade.
Wonderful. And do you know what kind of stone would be good for? Hold on. Gotta find fast. Where was it?
I mean, if you're still looking for this ring of summoning,
well, since he's got nothing but a bunch of stones and jewelry, I'm gonna see what item I can use to adapt to what kind of stone would be beneficial for the staff of Magi or Maggie.
Magi.
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 I want to know what stone would be good to update my staff to the staff of Magi, since it is clearly obvious to me that he only sells stones and only non-magical items.
Correct. He is not a dealer of the arcane.
Boo, I don't think that's a good idea, honey.
Hey.
Goodness.
Talking to Stacy or talking to
What?
Puppy?
No, that's why I said boo. I'm talking to the dog.
Oh!
Hey, making sure here.
I'm trying to update my staff
I've never
to the staff
called a
of
person
Magi.
boo in my life.
I thought it was in a like boo. You don't want to do that.
Oh, no.
It's okay.
No, not at
She
all.
want to do that. I don't know.
Sorry, please continue. The children are restless.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
I think, I mean, ultimately, I could totally just make something up for you. You know,
I
how,
mean, would he even do that, or should she like find that information from an enchanter
I
or the
mean,
library?
yes, all of these things. One might discover the information one is looking for in the library.
So
uh,
I have to pretend I didn't have this conversation yet.
Pretend you didn't
No, I
have
mean,
the
I
the
couldn't
con
tell you.
the well, let's put it this way. Mortimer is not necessarily going to know what stone you need.
So
However,
tell her that.
yes.
We'll play it. It'll be fun.
Yes. Well, I do. Are you looking for something in particular, Miss?
Found that I could update my staff, and I just want to know what kind of staff, like what kind of stones could turn what's can update my staff and into what.
Well, um, I I don't particularly deal in the arcane. It is not a talent of mine. I certainly have had many clients who have come in looking for particular gemstones for their qualities, but you would have to talk to some of the mages here in town to really understand what stones are going to produce the qualities that you're looking for.
I see. So I would have to go. So basically, I'll just have to go to the library to learn, right?
That is certainly an option. Uh, it is one of the benefits of being here in Mansk, the ability to do research at our great library.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
You
I'm
could, once you find out, Stacy, you could come back and tell him what you want to buy.
Yes, I certainly would be happy to provide any any uh, any gemstones that you could be looking for, uh, and we certainly can make you something that will fit with your staff there.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wait, we lost you there, or we're losing you.
Huh?
And he hands over the 200 gold.
Hey, cool. I got everything after the hands over the 200 gold.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I moved rooms and clearly my signal didn't like that. Fit. Okay. Is this any better?
Yes.
I'm like sitting right in front of the router now. So Finn's been counting while Stacy was like muddling through this. So he hands over the gold for the death and takes the bag.
Thank you, sir. It was a pleasure doing business.
Hey, thank you. Hopefully we'll be able to come back and do more business in the future.
Yes. Stacy starts walking out to see where Sam is.
um, Wonderful. Anything else that you all are doing in town before heading off to the library? I take that as a resounding no.
Did we lose?
Thanks.
There. Now I can hear you guys.
Oh, that.
Oh.
Hello.
All good. We
Welcome-
better.
welcome
My bad.
back.
Okay.
Thing happened.
What's the last thing you heard?
We were about to leave the shop.
Okay, that's it. That's all that happened.
I kind of
And
figured. But
Alex
Sam
asked,
wants to. Oh, sorry.
Alex asked if there's anything
there's-
we wanted to do before going to the library.
Sam wants to saddle up to Mortimer. Mr. Sunder, I know that I don't know if this would be magic or not, but have you ever heard of a sending stone before?
I have heard of them. It is more of an arcane item, typically not something that people come to me looking for.
Hey,
My-
Mom.
My neighbor across the street, over at the Mystic Arcanum, he may have something like that.
Thank you. And Sam is extremely awkward as she turns around and follows the rest of the group out.
They go out, and Fynn is like, "All right, Indians, considering this is for the party as a whole, would the rest of you mind chipping in to help split the cost of the diamond dust?"
I was gonna buy it at 100, and you wouldn't have had to pay for any of
And
it.
then we're going to give him another 100 gold.
It would have been 50.
Meanwhile, y'all got an extra 1,000 gold between the now 4 of you, 3 of you. How many of you are there right now? 4.
4. Since Phil is where the fuck ever he is, and we're as sure as hell not giving him the extra gold.
Looks like he's might be piecing out of the table, if I'm
Yeah, I
reading
saw
that
that.
correctly.
But we'll figure that out after.
Yeah, cross that bridge when we get there.
Actually, he's gone. He's no longer in the channel.
Well, there's that pomp and circumstance. Wow. Okay, cool. I didn't even get to say, hey, your seat's available if it ever works out.
That was abrupt.
Cool. That happens.
Anyways, moving back.
At least Finn see the rest of you later. Aww. I think he's saying he will miss me.
Anyway, sorry. That is unfortunate. Here we are. And then there were 4. Sorry. Finn was looking for everybody to chip in. Y'all did score an extra 1,000 gold between the 4 of you on account of Alex sneaking off.
Right. Oh. Right. Don't we have the... We seem to have lost our fox. So, what about his gold? What?
I might by chance have it.
Okay. How about that funds the don't let the party die costs?
Okay. And I'm gonna hand you 200 gold to pay for the.
Great.
Love it. Love it. Cool.
That's only 400.
Yeah. Is there anything else that anybody is looking to do before we...
Let's see. Add item. Diamond. Silver stone. Add. Add to equipment. Great. I have added a diamond item.
Sweet.
I need to make a. Oh, cost. Oh dear. Customize. There we go. Cost override. Mine is worth 400. Diamond depth.
Time for me.
Okay.
Say.
Diamond dust worth 400 gold. Cool. Except I only paid 200 for it. Yeah. If anyone's going to appreciate that, it's going to be Varasta. All right. Okay, I'm going to have to mute myself because the dogs are going to be making a shitload of noise. So you guys can just do your thing.
Okay.
Tired I am in the morning. Yeah, sometimes I'm like freaking tired. I need to wake up early.
Dear
This
God,
is-
it sounds like there's a soap opera going on at Robin.
My brother.
I have candy and I'm listening.
So,
Hee.
my brother Kenny is out in LA doing a truck driving training regimen. So he left us in charge of his dogs, and my two other brothers are arguing about how tired they are and how city life is, and soap opera shit. The real telenovela at my house.
Cool. What going one last time on anybody else have anything else, or are we heading to the library?
I think we're ready for the library.
Cool.
Reading Rainbow will be proud of us, for our next adventure leads us to the library.
We're not. She just asked about a sending stone, and he told her that the arcane shop across the street might
across
have
the
it.
street.
Cool.
How many sending stones can talk to each other?
Two, one pair each.
You know, that's an interesting question. Me personally, as a player, DM, whatever, have only ever seen them used in pairs. Doesn't mean that they can't exist elsewise.
Sounds like the kind of
Guys?
thing that, like magical experimenters would play with and like turn them into walkie-talkies. Like if you can link them, you can use as many as you want.
I was
Seems reasonable. What's up,
seriously
Mom?
about to say the same exact thing, like above the table.
Yeah, right
Let's
there.
have walkie-talkies.
Magic
What do you mean?
walkie-talkies.
The gloves? Is it cold out? They're right here.
What I'm wondering about is I think there's another item that does much the same as sending stones. But instead of a stone that you talk into, it's like an earring.
Oh, cool.
I mean, I would imagine there is no reason why one could not have a sending stone made into an earring.
Right. Did you just have the extra base cost of the actual materials you're putting it on?
Above the table. Anybody else just get the horrible DBZ reference?
Okay.
What?
And kind of want it to become true. There are fusion earrings. And there's earrings.
That would be beautiful.
Oh my god.
Okay, you guys might lose me because I'm leaving the house and it's going to switch off of Wi-Fi. So if I leave, that's what happens. I'll be back.
There
How much gold did
will
we
be
end
left
up
front.
getting again?
You got 1,000
You got
gold as a bonus
yes.
for this.
Ah.
So if you had 1,000 before, then you probably had already added it to your inventory.
I had. Okay.
I mean, you should have. Yeah, you
Whatever
should have.
gold
You
we
should have.
got from whatever gold we got from the town of wherever. I didn't fucking add that.
Yeah, you should have had at least a few hundred. So at least 250 from one of the missions that you completed, and I would imagine most of you. Well, unless you had spent. Depending on what you had spent.
Get like 300 from.
Yeah, there was. I was gonna say you should have like had you not spent anything, you probably would have had somewhere between 500 and 800 gold. I would think.
I got
Yes.
600.
Yeah.
Okay, so you should have about 1,600 now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That sounds reasonable to me.
I bought a shiny sword. I have to remember that. I'm like, why do I only have 1,000? Oh, because I bought a shiny sword.
Yep.
Got it.
Yes, you did. Okay. I believe that I'm here and you are not losing me. Hey, Mom, do you want to go that way? Here? Okay.
Come in pairs.
I'm not
Earrings.
seeing anything
So
else.
basically, we're just gonna have earpieces. This is the magical equivalent of earpieces.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I certainly think that this is the kind of thing that you would probably be able to find somebody in this town who has maybe tried this experiment. Whether or not is this shopkeep remains for you to find out. But I don't think it is outside of the realm of possibility.
It seems like the place to find it. In fact, Fynn might even know for sure that this is the place to find it.
But yeah, if you're heading across the street, then that's great. You head into the Mystic Arcanum, and this shop is a general hold on, where did my description go? I had it. Blah. The walls are lined with shelves that you can see are slightly warped under the weight of all of the books and scrolls and magic artifacts and whatnot. And behind the counter is a fairly large bear who looks like he's done a few magical experiments in his time.
Oh
It's
no!
little grizzled
Little patches of burned fur.
patches of burned fur, silver
or like
fur.
that's in different colors.
Yeah, and
Funny scars.
but he definitely the shop is amazingly well kept, despite the fact that you at first glance it seems disorganized, but is also quite immaculate.
Oh, they were perfectly synced. They're not anymore.
And as you walk in, you kind of feel the little bit of quiet authority that this bear has over this shop. And he just kind of looks up and acknowledges you, and doesn't really say much.
My headphones were doing a thing, and it was
Got
cutting
it.
out every other syllable.
Oh no.
I think it's fixed a little bit, but from what I understand, it looks like a place with magic items everywhere, in every single cranny,
Yes.
corner,
Yes.
making sure
And-
I got it. And it's
and the
still doing a
shopkeep
thing. Gosh
is-
damn it.
Oh, damn.
It's a bear, right?
Yes.
Yes, it's a big bear who has visible evidence of doing lots of magical experiments.
Thank you. Just
And like
making
all
sure because the
experiments,
headsets are fun.
Sometimes they blow up in your face.
Yes. And yeah,
And
looked.
he didn't actually say anything when we came in. He acknowledged our presence with a look.
A look or a look?
No, like a oh hey, it's people. What's up?
Yeah.
Oh. Now who has come to disturb my experiments? Look.
No.
Okay. We're good. I'm caught up. My apologies. My headsets are a thing and they are in the works to be replaced.
Woo! Technology.
Nothing really replaces a good old hardwire headset.
Yes, but I am currently packing for a trip tomorrow, so I have no choice.
No, I understand.
Also, you're wrong. Skull candy kicks ass.
Pretty sure a
Sorry
coated
that you think
hardwired
skull
headset
candy
is still
still
better than a wireless one.
Well, I mean, just gonna say my skull
mean-
candies, my $20 skull candies, if I could find them, I'd be using them. Because they still work.
Get that they were reliable and they used to sound great, but their quality has not kept up with what people remember them by.
Hmm.
Ah, well, what brand?
The old
hasn't
one-
done that?
The old ones were amazing, absolutely. I just
What brand
the new
hasn't done
ones.
that? Anyway, so stay on.
I found the item.
You found the item.
Yes, the thing I was thinking about, other
Oh.
than sending stones to do the same thing. Spy's Murmur.
Is an item.
Yes.
What is it?
SPIES apostrophe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spy's Murmur. Hang on. Pulling it up. Oh, it is a headpiece. This headpiece, crafted from dark metal, is worn curved around the ear. If you know a creature wearing another Spy's Murmur and that creature is within 1 mile, you can communicate telepathically with each other as a bonus action.
Oh, it's better than a sending stone.
Yes.
It's probably way more expensive.
Probably way more expensive.
Oh, okay. That's why. That's gotta come straight out of Magic the Gathering. Because it's from the Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica.
Aha!
The helm is absolutely something Sam will be looking into, but for reasons that the DM alone is knowing at the moment, Sam still wants just one pair
Of
of
sending
stones.
stones.
I mean, that seems a lot more reasonable that she would know about.
Yes.
Those are
Yes,
common.
me knowing about this other thing is me above the table. That there's this other thing. There is no chance in hell that Elle knows anything about this.
Right. Okay. So
Uh,
we enter the store.
We enter the store. The bear acknowledges your existence. Not menacingly. Just... He's not worried that anybody's wandering out of here with his stuff.
We can tell.
Uses detect magic. A spell that I do not have. No.
Well,
what you do?
you guys were the ones that wanted something.
Sam, you had said you wanted a thing?
Connecting headsets because they decided to do a crackle snap pop.
Hi.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, I think I got you guys.
You're
I've
on.
literally been banging these things. I have resorted to work, damn you. Bang, 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 bang. Turn back on.
Percussive maintenance.
Let me send you a big orange hammer.
God damn it. Ah!
Oh, that's...
Hold tight. I need to switch to my wired. I cannot hear anybody that anything is saying. I'm so sorry, guys. 1 second.
Gulag. 1,000 years. Gulag.
Once I get the 3D printer, I'm going to get like 10 kilo spool or a 5 kilo spool of orange filament and print 100% infill hammer.
Nice.
Get TPU. Print it out of TPU. It'll be more fun.
No.
But then you
Wool
can
filament.
then
Why would TPU be more fun?
because then
it's
it will be
flexy.
then it'll be rubbery and you can hit things with it and be less worried about actually breaking them.
Just buy a fucking rubber mallet.
Yes, you could
Dare
do
you
that.
bring logic into this?
Or you could print.
Except
am
a
so
rubber
sorry, guys.
mallet, a poured rubber mallet is inherently a more useful. Well, okay, you know what? 3D printing anything would not be useful for a mallet, or a hammer, because the percussive force is likely to break it along the printing lines.
That's the beauty of TPU, is that other than you might end up with a really floppy hammer, which would also be kind of funny.
Only if you're making the entire thing instead of just the head.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yes.
But the TPU is amazingly strong once it's printed. Like, you could hit stuff with it and it's not going to break on seams.
It still feels like, what's the point?
Oh, the only point is that it's fun.
Yes. Because it's fun and you can. That's it.
Yes.
Okay, but bonks are just fun by nature. Like, I don't need to make it more fun by doing the work of 3D printing a rubber one. The other, I think, I don't remember if I've mentioned this, but I literally collect interesting hammers and mallets of all shapes and sizes and materials. So, like, and I call them my bonks. So
you have not mentioned this before.
Yeah, I do woodworking, but I collect mallets of all types and hammers.
Remind me that once I get my 3D printer, that I give you a mallet.
That'd be
3D
great.
printed mallet.
That'd be
to
hilarious.
add to your collection. Yeah.
Cool.
I love it.
Sam, are you with us? For real?
I am. Thank you.
Cool.
I am so sorry. I'm just on my wired headset.
Everybody has been
Okay, but it
everybody
works,
has
so
been
that's great.
poking Sam
Yes,
to
I
remind.
am so sorry.
Probably only because you couldn't hear us that we have walked into this shop,
Right.
because
So
Sam
we
was
walked
looking for a
in,
We
thing.
walked in. There's a big bear who's been experimenting a little bit heavy with the explosive devices.
Yes. And we are now waiting for something to happen.
Yes, I am so sorry, guys. This will be fixed on my next paycheck.
No worries, it's okay.
Sam goes up to this ginormous bear. Is a little intimidated.
Before you speak, make an investigation check.
Oh my. With my -1 multiplier, I rolled a 10.
Multiplier just means a negative 10.
You
know what I mean.
I do.
You just notice that he's sitting at the counter reading a book. Nothing particular jumps out at you there. Go ahead.
Excuse me, sir. Sam tries to rally some bravery back into her.
Yes. Good morning. What can I do for you?
Good morning. I am wondering and hoping you may be able to have something to help us. I remember hearing about what is called a sending stone that I might be able to buy from your shop.
He kind of looks up and laughs a little. You remember hearing about sending stones, huh?
Yeah, my mom and dad, they are adventurers, and they always used to tell me that every once in a while their guild would give them a stone. That way they could let the guild know that they're on their way back or if they need backup. And I find myself in a unique position to understand why they always carried one with them.
Fynn looks over from, whatever case that he was kind of the book titles that he was reading off the shelf, and it's like, yeah, so they're from a itsy bitsy little town without much exposure to magic or even really much general culture or even other than the parents adventurers.
Sam wants to look offended, but everything that Fynn is
Denver.
saying is true.
Ella's gonna look up with the best puppy eyes he can manage.
It's our second time in the big city.
I see. Well, that might also explain why the joke didn't land.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you heard about sending stones. Right, but I rolled a critical fail on perception. So yeah, Fynn super wasn't paying attention.
It's okay. It's like how I was telling my you heard about sending stones. That's like how I was telling my cousin the other day that I got a pair of shoes from Kickstarter.
Womp womp. Right. That's like how all my best puns are unintentional. She's not here, big man.
Yes. Well, this is actually not.
He's not here, buddy. Come on, let's go. We are at a neighborhood house where Baggin's girlfriend lives, and he is at the fence. Like, where is she? She's inside the house. It's nighttime.
He says, these are not particularly hard to find around town here. I think I may even have a pair. A lot of the students of the magic schools here are charged with making a pair of sending stones as part of their education. So it let me check and see what I have in stock. And
maybe get some from students that got high marks on the project.
Yes, well, sometimes the providence of the things that come through the shop are less than less than known, but let me see what we have. And he goes over to one of the shelves and starts poking around. Um, and um, he comes back with a pair of stones. They certainly don't. When he sets them down on the table, they don't. They don't look super. They don't. They don't look pretty.
They're just rock. Are they just like are they river stones or are they like gravel?
it's like they're they're not quite nice and smooth like river stones. And but it looks like somebody has done a little bit of crude carving, to kind of at least indicate that they're supposed to be a pair. And and he says, well, looks like this might be the last pair that I have on the shelf right now. Certainly can't hurt to test it before I actually try to sell them to you. And he hands one to Sam and says, "Okay, go across the street."
Okay. Sam cradles the stone in her hands and dashes across the street.
And as you look back through the window, you can see that the bear kind of motions for you to hold it close to your face, to your ear, and he picks up the one that he has, says, hello? Can you hear me? And a few moments later, you hear a little crackly, but it comes through. Hello? Can you hear me?
Sam's tail starts wagging in ferocity. Visual representation. It works.
That's cool.
But then she just kind of hollers unnecessarily across the street. It works.
and you see the shopkeep just drop the just drop the stone and kind of look at you like with a little what the fuck was that? This is one of those like you can when you're listening to somebody else's cell phone conversation, that's pretty much what everybody else in the shop hears. Like
She whispered into it after he dropped it. Amazing.
Hey, sorry.
Hello?
And she runs back across the street into the shop. It works. Sorry about that.
Yes, I think we all know. He says, I don't know exactly what the range of these will be. Every pair is a little bit different. You'll have to test it. But these definitely look a little rough around the edges. And I think this pair it could probably go for about 200 gold.
200. Math guy. L.
About 150 gold.
Make a persuasion roll.
Boy.
I might have to strap some.
That's not good. No, it is not working this time.
Well, what'd you roll?
Nat 1.
No.
Yeah, nope.
Well, you know
Elle was
what?
not
You know-
expecting it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yep.
And Sam goes, okay, 250 because thank you.
Well, my dear, this is really unnecessary, and he slides the 50 gold back to you, only keeping the 200. Does I guess the important question, while all this is happening, I mean, Elle clearly has come up to the counter. Is Fynn just perusing other books and things?
Can I make an investigation check to see if there's like any really interesting book titles that catch his eye?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me investigation. And also, Elle, give me perception.
That's a 5 on investigation.
Dirty 20.
So I guess the answer is no. There's not anything particularly interesting.
So Fynn isn't finding anything that is like super jumping out at him. But Elle, as Elle is trying to make this negotiation happen, gets distracted by the fact that the book that this bear has laid on the counter while he went to go look for the sending stones seems to have a reference to some kind of alchemical reagent that the word that stands the thing that stands out to Elle is that he notices a reference to a pink alchemical reagent, specifically a pink alchemical reagent, in the open section of this book.
The bear is still standing there beside the counter.
Yes.
He notices.
Fynn?
Oh,
Fynn?
Yes.
That book. And Elle is intentionally not looking at the book at the moment, but kind of indicating with his head.
Like,
Slightly tilted.
No. It should be like totally like Bugs Bunny or like Roger Rabbit, where he's like pointing
With his ear.
Oh, Fynn he looks up from the book that he's flipping through. Oh, what?
So the Roger Rabbit eyes shooting out of the head thing was while the bear was walking was back grabbing the stones, and is now like, Fynn, this book, it's mentioning something pink, and it seems to be something reagents.
All right, hang on. I'm gonna do something funny. Let's see. You
One-
just kind of get like a just a stare. He's not connecting the dots.
And the I wonder if this book has anything about the pink goo.
Oh. The one who was. Oh. What? Do you want?
That
do you want
that
us to
stuff
buy
that
it?
we told the one lady about.
Right. Right. The champion. Okay. Well. Fynn. Oh, okay. I guess I'm gonna keep walking. Mom went inside the house, and Baggins is like, "No, I'm not done with my walkies yet."
No, I want
Fynn
more
waddled.
walkies.
Yeah, pretty much, dude. Having a Pyrenees. My last one, even though he was he was a mix, but even though he was 1,000,000 years old, we'd go for a long ass walk, and we get back to the house, and he'd be like, "No, not done yet. More, dude, walkies are done. Like, we go inside now. More walkies? But you just had one. What about second walkies?"
We didn't
that
check over
dog would
there
walk-
yet.
That dog would walk forever. He was 1,000,000 years old, and he would just walk forever. We had to walk him like 4 times a day.
This might be a little, but since he was so elderly, you think maybe he had some timers and he would just forget that he goes on a walk and tries to play the cute card because he remembers that usually works?
Nope, not at all. My last companion, dogs actually do get dementia. My last companion dog, who was a healer, died of dementia.
Damn. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, it really sucks. You think it sucks when grandma forgets who you are? Your best friend dog forgets who you are.
I think I would cry if my dog forgot me.
Oh yeah, it was terrible. I need to mute. I will be right back. Matt is calling me.
Say, I hear
sorry,
beep
I
boop
know-
beep boop bop beep boop.
Yeah.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Ba da ra da 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 da. Wah 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 wah.
At some point, I'll get you guys into the library.
You want us
It's
to do a
okay.
thing?
No, it's fine. I want you to
You
enjoy.
want us to progress the story?
No, this
How
is
dare
great.
you,
This-
Dave?
I wa-
No, this is
I want
amazing.
This is great.
This is great. I
This-
want
this
you
is
to
great.
enjoy the game. That's what I want. No, I had like getting, the yeah. I will leave you with not all of this is improvised. So, I am,
There's a book of interest now.
I'm happy. Like,
Just above the table, does Sam hear any of this? Or I guess I'll make a perception.
oh, I mean, Elle is
If I can
effectively
right
probably
next to me.
standing kind of right next to you.
Yeah.
So
Making sure.
I think Sam would know that something, like, Elle is clearly excited about something. Elle, yeah.
Elle is only trying to hide his excitement from the big bear.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think this is one of those things are happening simultaneously, right? Like, you guys are making your transaction, and Elle is trying to get
Like literally, his
Fynn.
ears are making SOS alarm explanation point, pointing the neon arrow towards the book.
Ding, ding.
Ding ding, lighting up the whole 9 yards.
Oh boy, I'm saying hi to a neighborhood dog now. Hi, buddy. my buddy. He's a standard poodle, a big full-size standard poodle. And he's so big, like he's got a little like 3-foot chain fence here. This is a dog who stays inside the fence because he chooses to.
Yep.
But we are buddies, and we have been buddies for years now. And every time I come in town, and if we walk by the house and he's out here and he notices we're here, if we don't go say hi to him, he gets so upset.
He becomes like a regular standard poodle that I've run into my entire life.
No, he
Not
just
nice.
no, he's still nice. It's just he throws a big fussy barky fit. He's like, "How dare you?" And then we have to go over and we have to say hi, and he gives us kisses. Hi, buddy. What is it? What's the matter?
I never understood why pit bulls get such a bad rep when they're like chihuahuas and poodles and
What's the matter?
Dalmatians.
Pit bulls get the bad. Pit bulls get the
bulls are
bad rap
adorable.
because
Oh my goodness! You are okay, honey bun.
No, I'm not. I
Okay,
need all
okay.
the attention right now.
Okay, you're good. You're okay. Well, I mean, it was almost like his paw was hurt. Scrappy, back up, buddy. Back up, big man. Don't be mean to Baggins. Hey, it's okay. He was acting like his paw was hurting, but I think he was just upset.
He was just faking it for more attention. I have one of those. Stares at my dog.
Okay. We are back to the game now.
Okay.
Boyfriend and dog interruptions are done. Okay, so Fynn comes up to the counter and is like, "Oh, hey, is that book for sale?" And he points at the one that the shopkeeper is, whose name we haven't gotten yet.
So bad at getting names.
I mean,
Same.
yes, everything I was just brushing up. It had just come in, and I like to take a look through the new wares when they come in. But yes, this was destined to go on the shelves.
Great.
Which is a book normally worth?
That is
It entirely depends on what's in the book, El.
I don't want to spend a lot of money on the book.
Sam
Why
looks up.
don't we find out how much it costs? Oy. Sweet Terua. I'm trying to figure out a Beast World version of Sweet Mary.
Goddess above.
Sweet
Mary, Mother
Sweet
of
Mary
Jesus.
Josephus.
Mary,
Goddess
Mother
above.
of Jesus. Right.
Gosh
Sweet
darn it.
Terua.
Mother burn me.
No. So like stereotypical Irish exclamation, right? So, Sweet Terua.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Sam looks at Elle's very active ears. Fynn, not quite getting it, looks up to the shopkeep, not entirely sure, and goes, "What is your name again?"
I am Ignatius.
You missed that part.
My things were doing a thing. I'm sorry. If the name has already been said, I apologize.
Oh no, it certainly has.
No. But like Finn's already asked. He's already connected the dots. Because Elle drew the line.
Yes, the book. Ignatius, my dear.
Ignatius, can we see that book or maybe possibly buy it?
Of course, you're welcome to see everything that's in the shop. And he turns the book towards Sam.
Thank you. Sam picks up the book and kind of hands it off to Elle. This is the pink goo. Does it say anything about the gray goo in it?
So as you look at the page that is open, and having said that out loud, Ignatius looks at you and says, "Pink goo, have you encountered this substance before?"
Several times. It's not fun. Especially the gray one. It explodes. Don't touch the gray stuff.
Fucking C4.
Well, that might just be exploding putty. That's fairly common. Not even really magical. But
Still don't touch it.
I mean, yes, don't touch it. Not very stable, that is for sure. But this, you've seen this pink reagent.
Maybe.
This.
What do you know about it?
I know that it is very rare, although it seems to be. I've started to hear more rumors of it being used, and people encountering it, and there. I know that the Baron was very interested in anyone who had known anything about anyone who is using this reagent.
If Morris is selling this stuff, I'm going to slap him. Unless he pays me our share.
It's as you can see here from this text, that most of the references to it are very, very old magic, things that people haven't done in a long time. And so it is somewhat interesting in the community to see that it seems to have resurfaced as something that people are, or that is being experimented with.
What did it used to get used for?
Well, according to this text, it was used by it was used in ancient experiments that had to do with the extension of life, or the prolonging of life. It is one of those things that in most common circles today people don't talk about. But
so it's been in our world for a long time then, and it's not something new from the dungeons.
I don't think that it is new. It seems to at least have existed from well before the dungeon has shown up. But I certainly can see why some might think that some of this new magic that has come from the other worlds, the broken world, the dungeon, may be something that can be combined with these reagents.
I mean, we've got researchers who do it with other kinds of magic. And you know, the things we find in the dungeon and from the broken world, why not?
Very true.
And you know, them ferrets will mix just about anything.
I
Them
won't say
damn
though.
jackals.
No,
The
no,
ferrets.
He said ferret.
Oh.
Yes, but the
Which is-
jackals also have pointed and tainted the world with coffee.
Yeah.
What's his name? Mortimer, the alchemist or whatever that sent you guys on that mission.
Morris.
He
Yeah.
is a ferret.
Morris,
Mort.
yeah.
Yeah. Morris the ferret. Yes.
That's what I was talking about. Like, if he's selling this stuff and not cutting us in on the profit, he's getting
Right.
slapped.
So if anyone in Beast World is going to be a mad scientist, it's going to be a ferret.
Yep. Makes
Very
much more sense now.
Very much.
Because he's a mad scientist.
Well, yes. I mean, that is somewhat of a given, is it not? Although I certainly have done my share of magical experimentation. Though I liked
an observant eye to whatever his name's Ignatius's appearance, as if to be like, I noticed without actually saying it.
Though I do like to think that I am somewhat more cautious than some of our more exuberant friends.
Low bar.
So, yes, this book did just come in, and this is certainly something of interest to the town, to the library, to the Baron. It is an older text, so it wouldn't necessarily be it is something more that collectors would look for, and it would probably fetch a collector's price.
Well,
Can we borrow the book for the night and bring it back to you in the morning? I'll give you one of my swords as collateral.
Sam?
I said borrow.
My dear,
I don't know about giving him Rune Cleaver, though. I kind of like it. But
my
this
dear,
is an important book.
The library is just across town. My business doesn't survive on on trades and pawn. That is true.
Sorry, Sam.
He gave me back the 50 gold.
Yes. It's worth a try.
Okay.
You're right. It's worth a try. So
might we lease the book for the night?
Hold
asked.
on now. Hold your tails, the both of you. Mr. Ignatius, are you saying that there's a copy over in the library?
Oh, it's entirely possible, but they definitely keep books of this age and this nature. In fact, I think there's really a whole section that they dedicate to some of these darker pursuits from the past.
Older, right. Less savory magic practices, shall we say. Okay. Might I see it for just a moment so that I can, make a note of the title?
Of course.
And he takes it from L. Or rather, he reaches for it from L.
I was gonna look at the book. Not quite, but similar in nature to a creature who used to be quite similar to a hobbit with a magical ring, and he's gonna look up at at Fynn and be like, "Here you go."
Thank you.
It's
So-
Mansis.
It only takes a moment for him to read the title, and clearly his party isn't familiar enough yet. But obviously, Fynn is going to remember the title.
Stacy would have, but
No.
she's by the cookbooks.
The
The
title-
Magic,
ones.
magical cookbooks.
the type of bear that is it all bears that have eidetic for what they read, or is it just the Alamantian ones?
Oh, I'd have to go look. I don't remember.
Whatever. So Fynn, being a bear, possibly specifically a bear from Alamance, but it might just be a bear thing. Fynn has eidetic memory for anything he's read. So if he's read it, he will remember it.
Speed read, speed read, speed read.
Book.
The title.
We're going. There is a gigantic university library
You read the
in
page about
town
the paint.
that we are on our way to.
Oh.
And he does have a plan. It's right. Anyway, so
If they don't
Fynn,
have the book at the library, can we come back and buy this one?
he just said it's for sale.
He
Yes.
said
Calm
it might
yourself.
be.
No, he said it was. He said everything in the shop that you can see is for sale.
Above the table for a collector's price. We can't afford that.
I might.
We
I just
don't
don't
need
wanna.
the book personally. We're going to go see if they have one at the library.
But we could maybe
Thank
sell it
you.
to Baron when we were done with it.
I like the way you think.
Oh. God's
But
above deserve me.
we must be good. We must be good. L.
All I'm
must-
saying is, if they don't
God-
have this book at the
Okay.
library, we come back and buy it.
You
Maybe.
all are using your outside voices, and you should be using your inside voices right now.
I don't know the difference between the two.
Hands back the book. And it's like, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ignatius. And she grabs her sanding stones and happily walks away.
I posted
Um,
the title of the book in the general chat, which
Do you
no,
offer
in the in-game chat. Sorry.
enchanting services, or know of who could direct us to someone who does?
Well, I certainly have dabbled in a little bit of that myself, but there is holy crap. Wow, name poof gone.
Whatever.
No, not character name. Oh, there is an artificer up the street who does quite a bit of making of magical items.
Okay. Because our wizard here was, thinking of perhaps getting something. So, excellent. Thank you.
And Fynn drags everybody out of the shop.
She was smart to do so.
Yep.
L bodily if need be.
the title of the book is posted. The Rosette
Great.
Elixir. And cool.
Okay. So, are we ready to head to the library?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Great. Let's do that.
So
30 minutes to spare.
I was going to say,
Okay.
let us take you to the library, and then
I mean, It's not like we're doing any combat in the library. Hopefully.
Oh, you think?
Hopefully a wild book beast isn't gonna jump out at us.
Grimoires are a thing.
So are
There's
mimics.
a fucking
Grimm's
there's
grimoire.
a fucking what are mimic? There's a book mimic just like in the stack that eats unsuspecting students.
Yep.
It changes its title, so every once in a while it'll be like candies of the rich and famous and where to get them for free.
Practical defense against magical beasts.
Cool.
The class goes to the library and they have to discover which book is the mimic. And if they fail, then they lose a finger.
I'm not doing that again.
All right. To the library.
To the library. That's okay. You walk up to the town square, and the tower of the library dominates one end of the square, and as you enter into the library, you walk in to the entry hall, and you can see that it is a bustling entry area.
Oh, what did you find? Hey, no, nuh-uh.
Mom.
You left it within grabbing reach.
It wasn't me. We are walking outside the high school, and some dickbag high schooler left their lunch tray out here on the dirt.
That's
just for me, Mom.
Awesome.
Anyway, so busy library.
Yeah, it was a busy library. People are coming and going. The entry hall, they're off to either side of the hallway. Doors kind of everywhere. And then you can see further ahead that that opens up into more of a courtyard type area.
Is there a reference desk?
And
well, obviously there's a reference desk. Who knows where the reference desk is? Let's go to the reference desk.
Cool.
Okay.
So Fynn kind of takes you all in, and as I'm gonna kind of pull everybody. Apparently I didn't grab everybody. Sweet. Cool. Yes, this map has weird. Like I don't think the grid is a grid on this map.
Now, this is a library. You're supposed to be quiet in a library.
And you head in. You can see scholars bustling about, in and out of various rooms. And you head through this courtyard. Fynn will continue to lead you in, because he's been there before. Straight on through. And sorry, I'm gonna just kind of pull you all over there. Whee! And you head into this main kind of rotunda. And in the center of the rotunda is an older looking rabbit, or somewhat middle-aged, and he is there behind the desk. You can see he's got kind of papers strewn about everywhere. Looks a little bit of slightly disheveled, and but busily working away on something. Doesn't really look up as you come in because, well, there's lots of people that come in and out all the time.
Fynn goes up to the desk counter.
Well, hello. Didn't see you there.
Hello. Okay. We have a couple of questions. Some are about if you have a particular book available, and others are we're following up on a missing party who we do know was here in the library.
Oh,
They
missing.
were, yes, it was a Delver party sent on, you know, fairly substantial mission, and we do know that they came to the library to look to like you do to research before they left. So you might not be the person, but is there somebody who we could talk to about that, who would know if they'd been here and perhaps a record of what they'd looked into or checked out?
Well, I mean, I am often here at the reference desk, so it's entirely possible that I've seen your friends come through. We do get lots of people doing research, as you can see. I don't necessarily keep a log of what everyone was looking for, but
it would have probably been more noticeable. But Sam, what were your parents' names? Are Sam, Rachel?
I'm trying to remember.
oh,
Me.
trying to remember your trying to remember your parents' names.
Yes, there's so many books in here. Yeah, that's what I'm going to tell them. That's exactly what I tell them. I know exactly what the parent's name is.
Sam's
Did
parents
you write
are
I
hold on. I have this.
Like
I knew this question was coming.
Like in your character
Family
channel when Alex asked about it?
Oh no, that is totally there. That is totally.
In my defense, I am the only one that has been doing the character journals.
Oh.
No, like Alex gave us a list of shit to fill out.
Yeah, there was
before the dinner. I filled that out.
Hang on. Pull one out.
Stand by.
Like, I don't use it as a journal, but it's where information for my character
Brent
goes.
and Coral Howell. Brent and Coral Howell. Like, I have it. Hang on. Give me a second. I gotta find it.
Howell.
My parents' name was Brent and Coral Howell.
And
you may know them. They're a little bit famous, I think. I mean, the Baron knew them.
They were working for the Baron, and they were looking into possibly fiends.
But they knew the Baron.
Well, now that you mention it, I do remember that there was a couple that came in. It was a little over a month ago. And they were definitely doing some research on old dark magic fiends. Yes. They would have likely been looking in some of the stacks up at the top of the tower. We keep a lot of the older books that are less how should I put it? Less common for polite company today. Tucked away upstairs.
What you mean, like a restricted section?
Yes, like a restricted section. Although it is not so restricted, other than we just don't keep it out in where most people go looking every day.
Like the magic version of dirty books.
He laughs a little.
I mean, I do know that there's a section actually for those, but the metaphor stands.
And as what's everybody else doing while this is happening?
Sam
just
is
looking around. She is at the cookbook section, just looking at cookbooks.
Oh, she's just gone.
Stacy's kind of wandered around some shelves here.
Yes.
Elle is listening intently and studying slash judging this fellow rabbit's clothes.
And his
not judging like a bad thing, just like
no, he's
that works, but that doesn't quite. Maybe if he did a little something with his hair.
Right. He's like mentally assessing and critiquing.
Yes.
there's little point scores. Blouse is clean, unwrinkled, 10 points. Skirt a little outdated. Last weekend season, 7
goes
points.
with his fur, etc. Anyway.
And so Elle is definitely noticing that this rabbit while is neatly put together, his waistcoat is a little frayed. It's definitely showing some age. It is definitely not any kind of, it is probably 10 years out of date fashion.
Oh my goodness. This is the okay, so rabbits and squirrels, but like rabbits especially, are literally like the fashion avant-garde. So this dude is the equivalent for rabbits of some guy wearing a potato sack.
Oh no, it gets better when they see the Grox. And then it's just times 0.
Crocs?
Like Crocs, but I tried to make it sound otherworldly. Didn't work. Crocs?
Stacy,
Yep.
roll a d20.
Yeah. Okay. Standby collar. Oh, moving.
Big man. Did we get enough walkies done, buddy? Yeah, we got enough.
Is our average D20?
Yeah, just roll a straight d20.
Hi, boo.
6.
Sorry, what?
6.
Okay. So, as you're having this conversation, and Elle is kind of sizing up this older rabbit here. This fashion disaster. You hear a little. You basically hear like a chirp and a yelp that comes from somewhere around the corner that you can't see, and all of a sudden you just hear like the fluttering of pages, and you see kind of literally a swarm of books that kind of flies off the shelf. And the shelves, a handful somewhat around one particular shelf where one Miss Stacy seems to be. And go ahead and hold on. Go ahead and roll some initiative. Hold on.
Stacy or everyone else?
Everybody, as the room fills with a swarm of books.
18.
My bad. I did not alert anyone about this. I was so mesmerized. I was like, oh, these look so harmless.
Sorry.
And nope.
18 for L.
Yep.
Ah, why did everybody just move?
Okay.
That was weird. Everybody literally just moved. Whoop. That's
Sam got.
All right. Let's see here. What do I
Sam
have?
got
for
an
power?
18.
Sam got an 18. That went right into the initiative tracker, so that's great.
Stacy got an 11.
Stacy got an 11. Why? Why do you keep doing this to me?
Fynn got a 15.
Yeah, sounds about right. I don't know how to pull back my.
I got it for you.
Oh, good.
15. Roll all the NPCs.
All the
Cool. Just roll all the things. This is gonna be great.
Curious, sad, brave.
So as Stacy's been poking through the shelves, she seems to have annoyed some books. And these books are gonna kind of slam into her.
Right.
Stacy! No!
Well,
Just don't use fire. Just don't use fire. Just don't use fire. Sam is chanting this as she pulls out her glaive. Don't use fire. Don't use fire. Don't use fire. Don't use fire. I'm in!
Yeah. And Stacy's gonna take some 4 book bashing damage.
ow. Oh, 4 damage.
Who is the sad swarm of books?
This one down here.
Yeah, the sad swarm of books is going to come after Fynn here. And
Right.
yeah, well, you know, I think I may have to pull back some of these books on account of the fact that there are way fewer of you than I expected to have here. Oh my god, do the thing.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Oh my, I'm guessing a 17 hits.
Maybe.
Yep. Sure fucking does.
For four whatever book damage it does.
Bludgeoning?
Bludgeoning
Probably.
damage, yeah.
Paper
Paper
Second,
cuts.
I never took my rest, so I'm gonna do that real quick.
Yeah, do that real quick.
Yeah.
And then this brave swarm of books is going to bravely, come after the wolf in armor. Who knew that books could be so? The pen is mightier
Aggressive?
than the pen is mightier than the sword, eh?
You're fired.
We don't know yet.
Does
We
a
haven't brought out the swords.
Does a 19 hit, Sam?
Oh god.
15%
Damn.
really save you on car insurance. The pen mightier than the sword. That's literally my
Damn.
favorite commercial when I was younger.
Sam. Ooh,
Mayhem is pretty fucking great.
Sam.
Yep.
Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Alex, you're an idiot.
Mayhem as a teenage girl.
Do you want a bell on you?
Sam
yes,
is
I love Mayhem as a teenage girl.
Sam is also going to take a whopping 4 book bludgeoning damage.
I also love Mayhem as the hot chick jogging.
Rachel, are you with us?
Yeah.
Question.
Yes.
So Cloud Rune.
Yes.
When you or a creature you can see within 30 feet of you is hit by an attack roll, you can use your reaction to choose a different creature other than the attacker within 30 feet of you to become the target of the attack, instead using the same roll. Will this apply to this book if it is technically melee?
Wait, sorry.
Essentially, Sam wants to go, this is not the target you're looking for, and send it towards one of the other books attacking Stacy.
I think that sounds.
It's up to you.
It's the Cloud Rune. Creature you can see within 30 feet is hit by an attack roll, so you can see yourself. You can use your reactions. Yeah, you can do that.
Yes, I would like to use my Cloud Rune and send the attack to this
Distracted.
The distracted.
fellow distracted.
Cool. It will take some. It will be bludgeoned by its buddy. Why did you move? I know why you moved. It's because I can't. Yep. Okay. Cool.
The only reason that Sam wanted to do that was because she sees that Sam is Stacy is vastly. I do it too. Stacy is vastly outnumbered, and she needs help.
That is your reaction, which you
Yes.
could yes. So, yeah, but it is your turn.
Now it's
It
Now
is-
it's,
it is
now
yes.
it's Sam's turn. So
Cool.
Sam is going to essentially go, no, you don't want me. You want it. So quickly that the book just goes, oh, yeah, no, I want that. Here, let me help you. And dashes next to Stacy.
Cool. You don't actually have to dash.
I know, I'm just adding
Yes.
some flavor. It's not technically a dash. I used the incorrect word.
It's okay.
She got psyched.
I got psyched because something I did actually worked.
Mm-hmm.
And she is going to attack with the glaive. Does a 16 hit?
Yeah, totally.
I'm going after the same book that I sent the other book out after.
Now we know why it's
And-
distracted.
Very distracted. Why does it always do the criticals? I don't want it to do the stop
Oh, it's
rolling.
it's your Beyond 20 plugin is set up.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, it is.
Which
I know
one
it
of these
is.
numbers is mine?
The 8.
Looks like 8 damage to this book.
The book is, looking kind of shredded.
That will be the turn.
Which brings us around to our librarian, who ducks under the table, and you just hear, I hate it when this happens, and then he says, they need a story. They need a story. And he says. I'll think. I'll think of one.
I got it.
Give me a minute. And which brings us round to L.
While this is happening, as soon as they can tell that the books are attacking Stacy, Fynn is like, "Oh, Elle, don't run off yet. I've got a buff for you."
You've got a what?
I've got a cool spell.
A buff.
Ooh.
A buff.
Do you want me to hold my action until you have done yours?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, if you're going to attack them, yes, trust me, you're gonna love this.
I will hold my action until after Finn's turn.
Cool. That makes it Finn's turn.
Okay, so Fynn reaches over and let's see here. He sketches some little runes and he's muttering in, you know, time for some Mel Brooks jokes in Druid. And he taps Elle's chest, and the rune like sinks into Elle's body. Okay. You can now run up. So that's what spider climb. You can run up and down surfaces, like vertical surface, walls, and, you know, bookshelves, and even on the ceiling without using your hands. Your feet stick.
Awesome!
Okay. Go.
And...
The target gains a cloud. So the target gains the ability to move up, down, and across vertical surfaces and upside down along ceilings while leaving its hands free. The target also gains a climbing speed equal to its walking speed.
That's a pretty fucking fast climb speed.
Yep.
Hell yeah. And that is Finn's turn.
Okay. The first thing is so which one is this? The Sad Swarm, who's engaged because it attacked Fynn. The first thing I was gonna do is try to take out that book. And having heard our librarian friend, while he attacks, let's see here.
Art, I have a story all set up. I got this.
I've got one.
Okay.
You might like mine better than yours. I might like yours better than mine.
I'm about to say, I'm like,
19 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
I would probably like yours too.
That's 8. Uh, 21 points of damage.
Damn.
On that book. Don't fuck with my friends.
Yeah. That book just kind of flops to the floor.
But while he was attacking, Elle was going to say, there's a lady who's sure that all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven.
What?
When she gets there, she knows if the stories are all closed, with a word, she can get what she came for. And she's buying a stairway to heaven.
And you sort of
There's
see
a sign on the wall, but she but she wants to be sure, because sometimes words have two meanings. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all our thoughts are misgiven.
Oh, I haven't heard this one, read that one before.
Clearly,
I feel like
Elle knows
reference.
some poetry. What? Yes.
Wow.
You have not heard "Stairway to Heaven"?
Stairway to Heaven.
Okay, we are going to break you.
Wow.
No,
We are
I
going to
have
break
not.
you very much.
Oh my God!
That's
Really?
Ah.
That's AC/DC, right?
No, it's Led Zeppelin.
Oh my God, you gotta.
You
you
broke
gotta
him.
be
I hear
fucking
him
with
from
you
the
guys.
other room. You broke him. He is crying.
What?
We gotta be fucking with you.
I got it the second time. Led Zeppelin. I knew who it was. Never heard the song, but I know who it was.
No.
No.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. If you know who Led Zeppelin is, you've heard "Stairway to Heaven."
Robin, how old are you?
27.
You had to have heard it on the radio.
Possibly, maybe.
Oh my God.
I just
Stand by caller.
it's been too long. Okay, I don't listen to Led Zeppelin very often. Not exactly
You don't
my top
have to.
fave.
Root.
You don't have to. It's like Enter Sandman.
You're gonna hate me.
Well, James and Rachel are really gonna hate you for that one.
No. Well, now to be fair, Enter Sandman is less. The lyrics don't exactly match the time. So that's not the part you recognize. The part you recognize of Enter Sandman, which is Metallica, is down. Like the riff is just fucking iconic.
Oh, okay.
That's true.
I mean, I hear Sandman and I think of the Cherylettes. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream, bum, 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 make him the cutest. And that's the only Sandman I know.
Sorry. We just I have to do this.
Yes, please.
Good Lord.
I know knock knock knocking on heaven's door.
We're going to
No.
musicate you. It's okay.
That's Guns N' Roses.
Musical education is now in progress.
Here. I assume you can
But I
hear.
bet she knows what Freebird is.
Oh,
I
please.
bet not.
Tell me what Freebird is. Robin, this is a very important question.
What? Who is?
Freebird.
Oh, I know Freebird.
Do I want to ask guys who sings it? No Google.
Oh, I have no idea.
I mean, that's kind of legit.
Oh. Okay, today I'll give you not knowing Leonard Skinner.
Who's Leonard Skinner?
Famous hair band from the Guns N' Roses, Led Zeppelin, AC/DC era.
Also along the same lines as the Stones,
Right.
that same era.
Okay.
So, I found a really funny playlist on Spotify that said the title is "I'm sorry, officer, but the rules of the road don't apply when Freebird is playing."
I thought that was only with Anima.
Robin, I put a very specific gift in there that is completely dedicated to you. Into the in-game chat, or general chat. You will now watch this.
Oh, I'm watching this. I'll watch that one in a minute.
Okay, but so he yes. Elle tells the story.
Yes, Elle tells the story,
And also fucking demolishes this book.
yeah, bash the crap out of this book, and the
Well, he's a rogue, so I'm pretty sure he stabbed the crap.
yes. Mm. And the two books, the other books that are right around L kind of take a pause and land on the bookshelves, and are incapacitated for a round, or for now.
Is that the end of Elle's turn?
Give me a second.
For education purposes, I don't think so.
I mean, it's funny because I was going to make a I would have made the reference to like Wayne's World, except that they never really actually play Stairway to Heaven in Wayne's World because they keep getting mad at him for starting to play Stairway to Heaven.
Because it literally is on the actual band practice list at music stores.
Yeah. It's very funny.
Okay.
Anyway, yes. So couple of these books here are going to be incapacitated for a moment. I can never remember which fucking symbol that is. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Books are incapacitated. L is going to.
Oh no, there. Yeah, there. That works. Sleeping.
Okay, which ones are still up? Get
The
out of the way.
The ones around. The ones around
Stacy
Stacy and
Sam.
Okay. Okay, so let's see. My bashful swarm of books is currently not a thing, and that makes it Stacy's turn.
5, 10, 15,
Okay.
20, 25, 30. Hold on, I'm just wanting to move.
Oh yeah, go for it.
So I do have a short story, and because I have a hard I'm still learning my voice, I'm gonna read this story to the clients. I'm gonna read this story out of voice. So,
oh yeah, that's totally fine.
Now, long ago in a kingdom far, Stacy just automatically starts telling a story. Long ago in a kingdom far away, there lived a miller who was very economically disadvantaged. This miller shared his humble dwelling with his only daughter, an independent young woman named Esmeralda. Now, the miller was very ashamed of his poverty, rather than angry at the economic system that had marginalized him, and was always searching for a way to get rich quick. Now, if only I could get my daughter to marry a rich man, he mused, in a sexist and archaic way. She'll be fulfilled and I'll never have to work another day in my life. Now, to this shabby end, he had an inspiration. He would start a rumor that his daughter was able to spin common barnyard straw into pure gold. With this untruth, he would be able to attract the attention of many rich men and marry off Esmeralda. The rumor spread through the kingdom in a manner that just happened to be like wildfire and soon reached the prince. As greedy and gullible as most men of his station, he believed the rumor and invited Esmeralda to his castle for a May Day festival. But when she arrived, he had her thrown into a dungeon filled with straw and ordered her to spin it into gold. Locked in the dungeon, fearing for her life, Esmeralda sat on the floor and wept. Never had the exploitiveness of the patriarchy been made so apparent to her. As she cried, a diminutive man in a funny hat appeared in the dungeon. "Why are you crying, my dear?" he asked. Esmeralda, startled, but answered him. "The prince has ordered me to spin all this straw into gold." "But why are you crying?" he asked again. "Because it can't be done. What are you, specially abled or something?" The differently statured man laughed and said, "Dear sorry. You are thinking too much of the left side of your brain. You are. But you are in luck. I will show you how to perform the task, yes? But first, you must promise to give me what I want in return. With no alternative, Esmeralda gave her assent, and to turn the straw into gold, they took it to a nearby farmer's cooperative, where it was used to thatch an old roof. With the drier home, the farmers became healthier and more productive, and they brought forth a record harvest of wheat for local consumption. The children of the kingdom grew strong and tall, went to cooperative school, and gradually turned the kingdom into a model democracy with no economic or sexual injustice and low infant mortality rate. For his part, the prince was captured by an angry mob and stabbed to death with pitchforks outside the palace. As new investment money poured in from all over the world, the farmers remembered Esmeralda's gracious gift of straw and rewarded her with numerous chests of gold. Now, when all this was done, the diminutive man in the funny hat laughed and said, "That is how you turn straw into gold." Then his expression became menacing. "Now that I have done my work, you must fulfill your part of the bargain. You must give me your firstborn child." Esmeralda shot back at him. "I don't have to negotiate with anyone who would interfere with my reproductive rights." The vertically challenged man was taken aback by the convention of her voice. Deciding on to change the tactics, he said slyly, "Fair enough, dearie. I'll let you out of this bargain if you can guess what my name is." "All right," said Esmeralda, as she paused a second and tapped her chin with her finger and said, "Would your name be... oh, I don't know. Maybe Rumpelstiltskin?" "Ha!" shrieked the man of non-standard height. But how did you know?" She replied, "You're still wearing your name badge from the Little People's Empowerment Seminar." Rumpelstiltskin screamed in anger and stamped his foot, at which point the earth cracked open and swallowed him up in a rush of smoke and sulfur. With her gold, Esmeralda moved to California to open a birth control clinic where she showed other women how not to be enslaved by their reproductive systems and live to the end of her days as a fulfilled, dedicated single person. The end.
Oh my god.
And the books around Stacy.
Oh, they're clapping their pages. That's adorable.
all kind of flutter down and land, and then it's bloody hilarious. I love it.
Oh, I love this book so much. It's so great. It's called Politically Correct Fairy Tales.
Yes.
It's got Rumpelstiltskin, the Frog Prince, Red Riding Hood. It's great.
Roderick pops back up and looks around, and it occurs to me that I had not actually given you his name before, but now you know.
Well, Alex, what did you think?
And I totally did not expect y'all to have stories. And so you're getting mine because you get mine because it's actually part of the story. And Roderick looks back.
I fucking. It looks like. Well, 1, 2, 3. I mean, I think there might still be one book that isn't incapacitated.
That might be true.
So 2 to the left of Stacy.
So Roderick stands up, and seeing that these books are starting to chill out a little bit, he clears his throat and begins. In a time long past, when whispers of immortality danced like shadows in the moonlight, there existed a secret society of the extravagantly affluent. Bound by their insatiable thirst for the forbidden, they gathered in clandestine meetings to indulge in the perverse thrill of danger. Their hallowed ballroom floor echoed with the chant of a single word, a promise echoing from the abyss. Veronet. It was a name whispered by demons, a name that held the key to eternal life. The aristocracy, bored with the monotony of wealth, craved the ultimate gift to transcend the boundaries of mortality. As they delved deeper into the dark arts, the society's rituals evolved, guided by demonic whispers that promised immortality as their reward. Weeks passed, as the nobles secluded themselves, rejecting the basic needs of sustenance until those needs faded into oblivion. At the culmination of their unholy tasks, a circle of gaunt and hollow figures stood, their discarded mortal shells sprawled at their feet. A vital essence floated among the remnants, the distillation of spirit and life itself. Nothing should survive without it, and yet the nobles' empty bodies harbored a sinister presence. From beneath the ballroom floor, the demons, their teachers, emerged, accepting the invitation to join the emptied aristocracy. Chests that once housed the warmth of life now pushed outward again, filled with the malevolence of Veronet. The descendants of this ill-fated society became the vampires that lurk in the shadows of the beast world. Each carries the curse proudly, their seclusion allowing them to carry out the ominous tasks bestowed upon them by their demonic passengers. The beast world, often a realm of safety and harmony, harbors these descendants in its peripheral shadows. Travelers, unaware of the treacherous paths, continue their journeys, oblivious to the lingering threat that walks among them, a reminder that some roads are better taken with caution, for the legacy of Veronet endures in the night. And as he finishes and closes the book that he read from, all of the books seem to find homes on the shelves, and the swarm the swarm dissipates. I will go get them off the map here in just a minute. Select them all.
While you're doing that, oh, what did you think of the book of my story?
I'm so glad that you
responded.
Cool.
Oh.
It was good. I was not expecting it. I was expecting the traditional one, and then big words got thrown in, and it got good.
Thank you.
And the rabbit looks around at all of you and says, I think in the future one should be careful what books that one looks for. And he kind of leans over and tries to peer around the bookshelf at Stacy, kind of glaring in her direction.
I'll have you know I didn't touch anything.
By the way, he can completely see Elle, as Elle is actually walking on the walls now.
Just Spider-Manning it.
No. Just literally walking on the wall. This is awesome.
Legs were made for walking. That's just... Oh, wait, Spider Cat. No.
But he's a rabbit.
Oh, wait, Spider Rabbit. Does whatever a Spider Rabbit does.
I think Roderick says,
the power of art compels you. The power of art compels you. The power of art compels you.
You may find what you're looking for if you head all the way upstairs to the top of the tower. I do remember that others were looking for the same things that you've been looking for. And hopefully this little bit of history will help you on your way.
Who's in here?
Who's in here?
Oh, I'll put you guys on mute. Someone's in my brother's room.
And with that, unless you all have other business that you would like to conduct with one Mr. Roderick, then, one, I feel like this is probably a good place to pause, and two, we'll head up into the stacks.
Fynn, yes, still a little bit of business. Do you have a copy? What's that book's title, Alex? The Roseate Elixir?
Yeah. The Rosette Elixir,
No,
treatise
it's
on...
Yes. A treatise on elixirs of life.
Okay. Do you have a copy? It's an older book. The Roseate Elixir, a treatise on elixirs of life.
Title sounds somewhat familiar. I believe if we have a copy, it would be upstairs with the other books that you're looking for.
Well, how convenient. Also, where's the beginner magic section? For, cantrips and such.
Oh, that's right across the courtyard. And he kind of points back the way you came in.
Okay. Fynn gestures for Sam or for Elle to come down.
Elle was told which way to go. Is trying to get there.
Oh, I don't. I mean, yeah.
You said across the courtyard.
Yes, across the courtyard.
Well, I guess he'll find out that it's a concentration spell when it drops. Hope he's not
too high up.
Actually, Fynn lets his concentration drop. So
Luckily,
there's no longer
happened to be on the ground when that happened. But wait, let me try to climb this.
Aww.
Can I climb this wall?
My foot isn't sticking anymore.
It was awesome.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Cool.
When the librarian said it's across the courtyard, Elle started taking off across the courtyard.
Cool.
You'll be able to find me.
Sam, shall we go look and maybe see if Stacy wants to come with us?
Stacy?
Down.
Stacy. She is away.
I will be glad to join you guys. She just pops up out of nowhere. So short.
What? Warn a wolf.
Lovely.
Stacy, while we're here at the library, do you know how to spell mage armor?
I do not, but I would love to read it.
Great. Maybe you could work on getting that one for your spell book while we're here.
Sounds mighty fine. I'll go investigate and I'll let you guys go do whatever it is you're about to do.
Oh no.
We're about to go all the way up to the top, to that section of... Oh, you weren't... Okay. The books we're looking for Sam's parents, and also that book that was in the store, are going to be at the very top of the library. So we're going to be up there.
Sounds mighty fine.
And
do you want me to come along, or do you want me to be, or do you think you guys can handle it?
I'm pretty sure we're going to be up there.
You're coming with. They're going to make me read more. And Sam grabs Stacy's collar. You're coming with us. I don't want to read extra.
I'll come with.
You can buy all the books you want with the rest of the gold that we get after we save Corel and Brent.
Okay. You're right. Your family is your first priority. I totally understand that, sugar. I know you're worried, so we'll work together.
Yay, now I don't have to read as much.
Sam, all I need you to do is read titles for me.
I will do my best.
You're
And I
gonna look for
certainly won't be looking for any hidden passages that I may or may not be able to go into.
Oh boy.
She whispers.
You can look for them. You're just not
won't
gonna go
in. I will
That's
not
right.
go in. You didn't say
'Cause
anything about finding them, but I will not go in.
That's fine, because we're gonna go in together as a party when we're ready.
Sam's inner voice. She's right. Stop being selfish. She's right. He's right. Stop being selfish. Okay.
Cool.
You can be the person in front, even. But we're all gonna go together.
Sorry, my throat is like dying on me.
It's okay. I think this is a wonderful place to pause.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as everybody is gathering to kind of head up into the...
No, as three of them are gathering.
That is true. As three of you are gathering to head up into the bowels of the library, the upper bowels of the library, whatever one calls it.
Hey! Before we do that, why don't we give Elle one of those stones?
Which one?
You better bring this back, Elle. Sam looks at Elle with a ferocity that is not becoming of her.
You might have to go find Elle.
We're gonna have to go find it.
Elle's already gone.
Elle!
Hence,
Sam shouts.
Hence why giving... Have you learned
Fynn
nothing?
Literally clamp a paw around Sam's mouth. around her muzzle.
But you said to give it to Elle and I can't find him.
No. I was just saying, because he's got a hand around her mouth like you would a dog.
Yeah.
But I wanted to give this to Elle, and you said to give it to him. I can't give it to him if I can't find him.
It's a library.
I hope that was legible.
Yes, that was perfect.
Library.
But how can I find him?
We're gonna go over there and find him by looking with our eyes, not our mouths.
As Fynn gets more and more serious, I can only picture Sam's ears going back and she just shrinks away from the ferocity that this bear is bearing down on her.
Right, it's not mad for us, angry for us.
Yeah, no, it's I won't tell you twice.
Intensity.
Yes. Because she already told Sam this.
Nice.
Very clearly.
And explaining to someone like explaining to a child.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to look for him with our eyes, not our mouths.
Yeah, sure.
That's good. Thank you. And he lets go. You can go to the library if you or someone else is in danger. Or if the books are on fire. That's when you can yell in a library.
Sam nods ferociously while not making a single sound except for a tiny, itty-bitty, almost imperceptible whimper of acknowledgement.
Let's go find out.
And so they set off.
Yes, it's good time for break.
To the beginner magic section.
Time for bed.
Cool.
Above the table, Emily, I am experimenting with how free Sam is going to be. If it ever goes too far and starts getting on your personal nerves, please tell me I will back it